Hi everyone, David Maley here with Tech Know-How, and today I'm going to show you how to get standard deviation and some other extra nice things along with standard deviation. So first off here, we've got grades of students in the class. We've got about 24 students here, and I've already put them in order from lowest to highest. All you have to do is right click here. Let's right click. There we go. And sort smallest to largest is what I did there. And then I have normal distribution curve, final grade, and the average and the standard deviation. Let's start with average. So if average is just going to be your range of A2 to A25, the average of it. And then standard deviation is A2 to A25, stdev.s, S is for sample, .p would be for the entire population. It makes no difference here because that is my entire population of students. But if I was looking at different data where I have a sample, I might want to use .s versus .p. Those are the two recommended ways. Do not use stdev itself without the .s or .p because that's going to be outmoded and is no longer supported in Excel. So next we got normal distribution, right? So normal distribution equals norm.distribution of this field, which is the grade for the end grade for that student. And then we've got average, which is the $3, and $3 is the standard deviation. And then false for a regular normal distribution. Now, keep in mind, make sure you put in those $ in there too, because if you don't, it will go down and get F4, F5, F6, and those will give errors. So make sure you have those two like that. Okay, then you just take this and copy it down for the rest of them, and you'll have these numbers just like this. Then the next thing you can do is you take and you select both columns like this. Make sure they're next to each other. And then you hit Insert, Recommended Charts, Charts. Hit this drop down to the scatter plot one, and you want this one of these scatter with smooth lines, just like that. And you'll end up with this graph. Now this one just has a couple of nice things I've added to it. You can change this and change out the different things. You can add a legend to it and stuff just by clicking on it and selecting these things on the side. So that's the standard deviation graph. It shows the breakdown of the standard deviation. We already showed you how to get the standard deviation. What the standard deviation means is from the average, which is right here. It's easier to see it with a graph like this. The average is 2.36, which is about right here. And so when you click on the standard deviation right here, okay, 2.36 is the average. And then the 0.99, okay, which is the how far away from it is. So basically above and below it. So right here is 50% of your grades are going to be right in there. Don't know why this thing is messed up looking. It must have slid down a little bit here. There we go. All right. So anyway, your grades are going to be in there. That's what the standard deviation says. It says 0.99 above and below the average is where 50% of your grades are going to be. And we also added in the curve and the final grade. So in this case, the teacher said, okay, the average was 2.36. I want to have an average of 2.5. Maybe my tests were a little bit hard. Maybe this class didn't do as well. So they decide they want 2.5. So 2.5 minus the $3, which is the average, and you just carry that on down. So it's 0.14 difference. And so what they're going to do is add that back in. A2 plus C2 gives you their final grade, which is, in this case, this person still did horrible. But, you know, you'll end up with grades as high as a 4.4. Remember, these are in order from highest to lowest. So this person had a grade grade curve that took them even higher than the 4.0. But so this shows you the grades, the standard deviation, the average, and then if a teacher wants to incorporate a curve, how it would be incorporated. And this is a small curve. Some classes might have a larger curve, especially if it's a graduate student class. They might decide instead of a 2.5, they want to have a 3.0 average, and then that would have been a 0.64 instead of 0.14 added to the scores. Anyway, so this is how you end up with a standard deviation graph. That's how standard deviation works. This is, you know, all of the different formulas are in here. I showed them to you, the normal distribution, the average, and the standard deviation to get to that and how we got to this graph over here. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful and informational, and have a great day.